Let's talk about Marks and Spencer's because they are planning on closing 60 clothing and food stores in the UK, another 53 stores internationally as well. Now, this announcement comes as the retailer posted disappointing half-year results. The CEO of Marks and Spencer's, Steve Rowe, spoke to the BBC a little earlier.
And what we're doing is reshaping our estate now to make it more relevant, more modern and more appropriate to how customers are shopping. I've said today that we'll remove clothing from around 60 stores in the UK. But the very fact is we're increasing the number of Simply Food stores by 200. At the end of the programme, over 5 years, M&S will have more stores than it has today and over 1,000 food stores.
Joining us now from Leeds is Kate Hardcastle, who's a retail analyst at Insight with Passion. Kate, this is the problem, isn't it? M&S has actually just got too many stores, not enough people in them, in the wrong place.
I think that the changes that are being made by Steve Rowe are actually changes you can see happening across the whole retail spectrum of traditional retail. 15 to 20% of consumers make purchases online now, and that has to give. And we're imagining that the footprint of retail shops on high streets, as you know it, will shrink by that amount to around about 20%. But I think the problems with Marks and Spencer's is more inherent in that they have got a very successful food operation, and it's quite complex why they would have such success there and actually not be able to convert the same successes in their non-food clothing offer.
But increasingly we're hearing that people are spending money on, going out and enjoying themselves, going to the cinema, for example. There was a big boost to that in the month of October. People just aren't buying clothes anymore, are they?
You're absolutely right. In terms of experience and the way we want to live our life and be remembered, it's very much about theatres, cinemas, going out and meals out, which is why, again, even though we can't perhaps all afford a weekly shop at Marks and Spencer's, you're seeing people treating themselves to something in their food offer. With fashion, it's fast moving, and also there's so many operators that bring discount fashion to you for a great amount that you can then dispose of, recycle and be on to the next trend. And Marks and Spencer's are so way behind in terms of getting that right for their core customer.
Do you think we'd ever get to a situation where Steve Rowe or whoever follows Steve Rowe in many years to come will actually going to just cut their losses when it comes to home and when it comes to, to selling us clothes? Because this is a business that just never seems to work for M&S.
I think the thing is that it isn't just a business expert that could have said, well, I said this 2-3 years ago. I think their core customer could see exactly what was happening, the writing being on the wall. If you can't move customers a few yards from one department into another, and you can't display the same skills such as innovation in food in other areas, or the £10 meal deal of the clothing equivalent in other areas, then you've got challenges in your business. And too many people have come into that crowded marketplace and doing a brilliant job, which has made Marks and Spencer's way behind in the terms of catching up with large cumbersome stores that feel very empty with too many products in them.
Kate Hardcastle, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.